Welcome to Roguecast, the official podcast of Rogues Gallery. We'll talk comics for the week, as well as whatever news is on our pop cultural radar. I'm Randy.
I'm Nick. This is Dave.
And now, on with the show.
All right, we're back with another episode.
Yes.
Yeah. I got no crazy intro this time.
There's
no weather talk. Weather. It's hot. It's Texas. It's hot.
I'm in mid-move, so my brain can't think of
You're
funny.
scrambled. Yep.
My weekend was overtaken by a shower leak that I had to fix.
Oh,
so.
that's terrible.
For a minute, I thought you were just going to say my weekend was overtaken by a shower. It's like that big
Showers
a thing.
24/7,
Yep,
man.
long shower.
Every day, all day.
Listen, it's very soothing. It's very
It
soothing.
is. I just lay down on the floor of the shower and let the water cascade over me.
Yep, and you're just like...
I mean, I do it in other places.
Yeah.
I might as well do it in the shower.
Nick, is your shower fixed?
Yeah, I fixed it.
Yay. So this week's theme is Nick's shower is fixed.
Okay.
That's our
That's
good
an
news.
odd one.
I'm going
All
to try and tie everything we review into it.
Oh, I look forward to that.
Plumbing does not scare me.
I'll be
can fix
like, this is
plumbing.
the kind of comic that Nick could read while he's in the shower.
Don't read comics in the shower.
You know what? People can do whatever they want.
You can lacquer the pages.
I mean, I
so-
guess it's good for us. People read your comic in the shower. Come buy your new copy that you've
That's
destroyed now.
Also, it's kind of like a performance art thing, Randy.
Is it?
You accept that all things are transitory. It's a conceptual piece.
I see.
These comics are not going to last forever. Eventually, the wheels of time will grind it down.
Especially if you cover them in water.
Randy,
right.
what if I only read Deadpool comics? So I killed Deadpool comics.
That's fine. That's good. You should do that. It seems like, and I don't want to kill anybody's buzz here.
Yeah.
It seems like it might be kind of hard to read more than like a page before the whole thing just gets destroyed.
I think you could get through a whole comic easy.
Well,
These are printed on good quality material. It's not newsprint, Randy.
This sounds like a TikTok challenge. Okay, kids.
Read your comic in the shower.
Shower comic challenge.
The Rogues Gallery comic shower challenge. Yes.
That sounds weirder than it is.
That's right. Yeah, don't send your TikToks of that.
No,
probably
we don't. We can't see them.
Not
They're
wholly legal.
legally. Yeah. Anyway, for us, big news today. We got a big manga restock along with the new manga for July and August.
We had to do a lot of
section in the manga section.
We had to rearrange things.
We had to do some rearranging.
Things where there was just it was dense. It was completely
We have
packed
a
with
new
manga.
area, though. We have a new manga section.
That's right. A new manga section on the end cap that is the new manga that came in for the month, because with Diamond going out, we had to go to a different distributor, and we don't get new manga every week like we do with comics. It's more of a once a month we'll get the new manga in.
So much like we have a new games section that is always, new stuff is always arriving and the older stuff will be rotated out.
Yep.
We'll do the same thing with manga.
Except this will not rotate as fast as the games.
All right, they don't
The
need to
games-
know every bit
I'm
of
just
how
saying
we manage it.
that this is Dave. I'm trying to segue here.
Oh,
The games have rotated fast lately because we have a bunch of games this week.
like what games?
Oh, there you go. See? You can help me out, Dave. You can help me out. The same way that Nick helped himself out by reading comics in the shower.
It's true. 100%.
Nothing like a soggy Spider-Man.
So we got the Marvel Champions
Better than a
Trickster.
soggy Venom.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We got the Marvel Champions Trickster Takeover. This is their first villain pack in a little while.
It's true.
This is Loki, and I believe Sephi is in there, the female Loki.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
But Marvel Champions is still going strong, so that pack is out.
Yeah. Very good game.
I thought it was Sylvie.
Oh,
It's Sylvie.
I think
You're right.
so. Yeah.
Not
Whatever.
Sephi.
It's the
I was like,
same.
what is Sephi? I've never heard of
I don't know.
Sephi.
Sylvie, Sephi.
Loki and Sephiroth.
Yep. Loki and Sephiroth, yeah. So it's the Enchantress, who is... the MCU's Enchantress is
Yes,
Sylvie.
Sylvie.
Oh,
Not-
that's
not
right.
Amara,
That's
yes,
right.
Yes. And then we got a game called Fake Crime that is... this is like a party game-ish thing, I think.
I believe it is, yes.
Yes.
It's a small box.
It's a mystery game where the art is part of the gameplay. You exonerate a suspect card by playing a clue card and naming an object that appears on both cards. Investigators must follow suit as everyone scrambles to be the first one to catch the killer. So it's kind of a trick-taking kind of game, pattern-matching game. Sounds kind of fun.
That sounds
an idea.
cool. Yeah.
Fruit Fight, which is a push-your-luck game. You draw cards. If you draw fruit cards that match what other players about to score, you get to steal them all. If you draw a fruit you already have, you bust. So kind of like Flip 7 and some of the other push-your-luck games. There's a lot of little small games that I saw that we got this week.
Just imagine Flip 7, but with peaches.
Yes. Figment, which is a mind-bending game of visual perception. It has art that uses the same 4 colors, and you want to line them up so the card has more than one color. And you get the amount of what color is in it.
Okay.
So, Fives, which is another trick-kicking game. Instead of playing a card face up, you can play it face down as a 5. You're trying to add up to 25 without busting. Mm-hmm. So you always have a 5 in your hand, essentially.
Okay.
And Duos, which is a team game where you work together to create unique hands of cards, which sounds a little bit like Bridge. There's some games where you have partners.
Yep.
Is it Bridge that has the two partners? So kind of like that kind of thing. So these seem like riffs on classic card game type things.
Okay, that's cool. That's an interesting new sort of direction.
We got from the Wilds of Kickstarter Harvest Golden Edition. I played this a year ago. My friend brought it back from Gen Con.
Huh?
We've had it. We've had the regular edition. This is the big Kickstarter edition that's got really nice components. But basically, it's like a Richard Scarry farm type thing. You got your animal people.
Yeah.
And you're building a farm. You're trying to plant seeds, grow crops, and bring in a harvest.
Very cool.
Really fun. I really liked this game.
Is it like a lighter weight Agricola?
Yes, I'd say that.
Something like that.
And it's not a lightweight game. It says that it's good for kids, and I'm like, this is a little heavy for kids.
Right. Maybe somewhere between a kid's game and Agricola.
But I had
game.
a ton of fun playing it. So
okay,
there's also a couple of expansions.
What's the name of this one?
Harvest. We only have one copy left of this and the 2 expansions. One of which is little wooden animeeples.
Yep.
So all the animals have meeples, and a expansion that lets you go up to five players instead of just 4.
Do the animal farmers raise and
No, Dave, I know where you're going.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
They do not kill each other for food. That's why they need all the veggies. However, the veggies do scream in pain every time you pick them.
No, it comes with an app. What is it?
Just for the screaming veggies.
It's a soundboard. That's all it is. You hit it every time.
And then we've got the D&D Yawning Portal treasure packs.
Oh, right. These are the mystery dice that the official ones that D&D puts out once a year, and that are always so cool. You get a dice bag, you get the dice set, and you get a coin, which is they've been doing like the Waterdeep coins and stuff like that, or Mordenkainen and things. And but yes, this one it's got the cool box for it that is the
It looks like the Yawning Portal.
It looks like the Yawning Portal.
You put your hand in, you drag something out of the portal. Hopefully not a demon, but a set of dice.
Yep. I believe they had done the previous one was the Sphere of Oblivion or whatever from whatever that Tomb of Horrors. Yes.
There are 36 never before released dice sets. The rare sets are crafted from wood or glass.
That's cool.
29 possible coins, 8 bags, which have stitched-in logos from Waterdeep.
That's
very cool. These
Yeah.
are like $20, I think, and they're really. It's a fun way to get a set of dice.
It is.
We've got the Exit Advent Calendar. They've done these before. This is not a Christmas Advent Calendar.
It's just an Advent calendar.
But it can be a Christmas one because basically you are part of the 24-day Space Le Mans race.
Okay.
The quirky guy at the space bar hired you to join his team. The winner gets to host the extremely lucrative Christmas party. And basically, every day you open a calendar door and you get a riddle, the solution of which will move you to the next room. If you follow the clues, solve all 24 riddles, you make it on the winner's podium.
So yes,
that's fun.
Exit, if we didn't mention in the beginning, is one of those escape room games.
Yeah.
Along with Unlock and stuff like that. But that sounds pretty fun.
It's really fun. So they also put out Exit...
We should get this for our coworker Serena. She's a riddle solver.
That's true. They put out Exit Adventures on Catan, where you are...
What?
Times are rough, and life in your village is getting harder than you ever imagined it would be. One day, seafarers tell you about the beautiful and fertile island of Catan. The people speak with admiration about the lush vegetation, the variety of resources.
There was an escape room game on Catan Island?
Hoping for better times, you set off with a few friends to explore this new world and settle down there. Can you trade with the residents to build out the island? This is a exit game based on Catan.
Is it going to be like, we need to go harvest some wood or whatever and get it to these guys to trade or whatever?
Wood.
I love the meta-ness of this, and it sounds like a lot of fun.
This is as close as we have gotten so far. Years back, we were like, they were making
They could make a Catan movie.
They were making movies of Battleship and stuff like that.
Yep.
We're like, could you do it? And we talked about ways that we thought it could be done. This is the closest I've seen, because generally speaking, these are not games where they particularly worry about their lore.
They made a Minecraft movie. They can make a Catan movie.
They should make the Catan movie.
And a Carcassonne movie where everybody speaks in bad French.
Yeah.
We must build the Carcassonne.
That's what it's going to be like.
That's what it's going to be like.
It's going to be very popular.
You know what? Let's talk on this French accent the rest of the podcast. No, I'm kidding. Don't turn us off. Above and Below Haunted. This is a new standalone version of the game Above and Below by Ryan Lockett.
Yep.
Who, Dave, you've been on this guy longer than I have.
Yeah, because my brother was kickstarting all of his stuff and was a fan.
And I played not Above and Below, but the other one maybe.
Well, you played Creature Caravan.
I played Above and Below, and I liked it.
Yep.
But only I liked it.
Right.
And then I played Creature Caravan at BGG and fell completely in love with the whole world.
Yep.
And now I'm like obsessed with all his games. I kind of want to play. This is you're living in marshlands. Your hometown's getting crowded. You've heard that you can go inside the sinkholes and build a life underground. So you're building a life above and below, but also there are ghosts down there.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So the original Above and Below, what I would, if my memory serves, because I played it but not a ton, is essentially a sort of worker placement game as you're kind of trying to survive and thrive in in the world.
Right.
But the sort of wild card and the thing that almost everybody will find themselves doing at some point, but you can do it more or less, was that you could go down into like tunnels below the ground and go like have adventures, kind of go into dungeons.
Yeah.
And you would sort of like get these kind of randomized things from like a spiral-bound notebook of like, a weird quest or an interesting
That's the map
occurrence.
too, isn't it? The spiral-bound is the map essentially.
I think so.
As I recall, I think it was.
And yeah, so basically, but it was like high risk, high reward thing. So if you go down there, you're pushing your luck. The worker placement thing had all its own kind of cool core mechanics. But yes, throw in a little bit of spookiness and probably some refinements, if I had to guess.
Yep.
This is a new core game?
It's a new core game.
Okay, cool.
Not expansion.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. We got a game called Tower Bricks. You're working with a team of up to 6 players building a colorful tower of bricks that meets everyone's placement conditions. So one says at least one red brick must be touching both purple bricks, or at least 3 bricks must be placed horizontally. The conditions are secret, and you can't discuss them with your team.
Oh.
So you want to make sure yours gets met, but you're like, can we move that? So it's cooperative, but you have a secret goal.
Interesting. That sounds fun.
Fun idea.
By the way, something we didn't mention about the Above and Below and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Ryan Lockett also does all the art for his own stuff, and he has his own sort of fantasy setting that's, for lack of a better word, a little bit like a Dark Crystal or something like that. Yeah, and so all the little characters and stuff you'll be moving around, they may not have I don't think that they have stats or anything. It's not a role-playing game, but they are all it's as cool these little mer people, or
this guy's a giant.
This guy's a giant and stuff like that. And his art is really good.
Yes.
If he were just doing a graphic novel or something, I would buy it.
I bought the role-playing game just to have the art.
Yeah, it's great.
It's really good.
It's great.
And then this is teasing a little bit. We don't currently have this as we record it, but we have 2 cases on order. It should be here later this week.
Right.
We got the Lord of the Rings Fate of the Fellowship. This is the pandemic Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Which is, you basically are trying to complete objectives, help Frodo evade the Nazgul, destroy the ring, but it's using the pandemic system.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting because it sounded like they might have modded it somewhat.
It says it is the most mechanically rich system to date.
Yeah, I read a little bit about this, and I'm very interested.
So we sold out our case immediately, day of.
Day of.
And we had multiple people looking for it. So we've got 2 full cases coming in. Should be here in a couple of days. Yep. And apparently this is a big hit.
And I guess the secondary takeaway from beyond look forward to its return is if you do have some games you're anticipating, we would love to take your pre-orders for them.
Pre-orders help us a lot.
And get our numbers as good as they can be. Because sometimes, there have been a zillion pandemic games. There's been a zillion Lord of the Rings games. So we didn't know for sure if this one's going to be a hit.
I figured a case would be plenty. I figured that would last us for a month. It did not.
They swarmed.
Speaking of, Star Wars Battle of Hoth, I believe, comes out Friday.
Ooh, very exciting.
This is using the Memoir 44 system.
Yep.
It got a lot of buzz at Gen Con. A lot of people were calling it their favorite game. We got a lot of that one, or at least I thought we did. So that might be another one. If you think you want it, pre-order now. Yep. We should have it on Friday, I believe.
It's definitely on my list to pick up.
It's possibly on mine as well. Although I should stop buying games. I have 3 unwrapped at my house, at least. All right. Let's talk about the week for comics, which is a pretty solid week again.
I think so.
It's another full wall.
Yep.
Let's start with Marvel All-on-One Thing versus the Marvel Universe, #1. It's a one-shot.
Is this an anniversary of something, or is it just a fun one-shot?
I think it's just a fun one-shot.
It's you know what this would be in another time, Randy?
An annual?
An annual.
Yeah.
But
annuals didn't suck.
Yeah, but
That's why they didn't call it an indie.
Yeah, that's what
that made it better.
Yeah.
So this has a kind of a weird gimmick that I was prepared to not like, but I actually think was used pretty well by Ryan North. Every page is a splash page.
Yep.
The first time I saw a comic do that was when Walt Simonson did it during his iconic sort of Thor run back in the day, near the end of it. And it was a big... Thor was fighting the Midgard serpent, destined to kill him, and that was kind of worth it. It's questionable whether much else quite justifies it.
Yep.
But this actually was a pretty... there's a story and everything. It's not just a slugfest, although there's also slugging.
Yes.
Did you mention Ed McGuinness as art?
Ed McGuinness is drawing the art, and he's good at punch-ups and all the guest characters. And the reason there's guest characters is because the Thing is coming back from an unspecified mission, and he's tired and cranky. He's had it up to here, and he's looking forward to relaxing. But when he gets there, the FF attack him, and then Spider-Man attacks him.
And the Avengers.
And he's like, what is going on? He's clearly, he starts guessing, he's it's robots, or it's aliens, or it's mind control, or whatever. And the Thing uses a combination of, I will say, some smarts, some punches,
But a lot of clobbering.
And as he tries to get to the root of the problem, and I think there's a pretty fun reveal.
The reveal is great.
The root of the problem.
I will say, I've heard from complaints from a few friends, people who love Fantastic Four, people who just liked it,
Yes.
who said Thing never punched anything in the movie. So if you wish you wanted more Thing punching things, this book has all the punching
I was
things.
going to say, you get your wish.
Also, McGuinness draws Iron Man. Most of these he's using the current models. His Iron Man is my second favorite Iron Man. The 70s Iron Man with little pods on the side. That is not his current armor at all.
No.
But I love that he just went with it. He's like, I drew this Iron Man.
It's true, yeah. I guess he's that's what I like.
And it's funny because everything else is on model for the current Avengers, but that one he drew his favorite Iron Man.
Yeah, that's
which
true.
I appreciated. And for the record, second favorite because the best Iron Man is the Silver Centurion.
You know what? Given kind of what we know, and I'm not going to say the ending, what we know about the ending, and that there were the sort of twists and turns and things like that, it could be that there even was a reason for that Iron Man within the lore.
It's true.
There's kind of a specific reason why you might not kind of know all the details of what happens.
Right.
It's kind of part of the fun here.
Yeah, for sure.
And you'll know what I mean when you read it. But anyway, it's Marvel All-in-One, The Thing versus the Marvel Universe. Hey, it's the old Marvel Universe handbook logo on there.
It is.
It is. Black Cat #1. It's a new Black Cat series by G. Willow Wilson and Gleb Melnikov.
Yep. G. Willow Wilson was most recently doing, say, the Poison Ivy series.
Right, still is, I think.
And doing a really good job over in DC Land. I haven't had a chance to read this. What is Black Cat up to these days? That's right. I guess I kind of know.
Yeah. So Black Cat, this is the big reveal, which they don't get to the final page, but it's in the solicit, is that Black Cat's going to find herself having to be a superhero instead of a criminal this time.
Yep. Right.
But this is all she's on the run. She runs into another Spider-Man villain. She winds up talking to the Night Nurse, and it is a lot of stuff that's sort of her current status quo. It's cute. It is fun. I really like the art by Gleb Melnikov.
Yep.
I thought this was fun. It is not the heights of Jed McKay's perfect heist book that he did for Black Cat, but it is really fun. I would like, since Jed McKay's Black Cat is mostly out of print, I think, for them to put all that in trade now that we've got this.
That
new
would be
one.
an instant buy for me at this point.
But it also is using a lot of the Jed McKay stuff.
It is for sure.
Like her underlings.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Has Night Nurse made her way into any of the MCU stuff?
Yeah, she was on the Netflix shows.
She was in the Netflix shows,
like Daredevil and stuff like that.
Yes, but it was a very different version of Night Nurse. It was Rosario Dawson.
Oh, that's crazy. That's right. I remember now that you say it.
It didn't feel like the Night Nurse of the comics, to be honest.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. All new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. They've given her a lot of #1s.
Yep.
This one, apparently, she used the Cosmic Cube to relocate herself and her father to Earth 616.
Right. It's pretty big that she is leaving her world and coming to our
Except
Marvel
she
universe.
already did that.
Did she?
She's in TVA and that thing because the Cosmic Cube made her. I guess they are now officially native to this world.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It rewrote her history.
They know that they're from another world, but nobody else does.
Right.
How weird! This is like a Buffy Dawn kind of retconning history.
She's got a situationship going with a new what's this guy? Black Tarantula.
Okay.
The son of the original villainous Black Tarantula.
Oh.
Her dad is working with the police. She is basically starting a new band with some people, including Silk comes in, having taught herself to play bass. She has a new drummer. and so they're kind of reestablishing Spider-Gwen as who she is.
Yeah, I like that. I like the idea of her having a band and new band and all that stuff.
Stephanie Phillips writes, which I know a lot of people like Stephanie Phillips. Mm-hmm. There's a new anthology series, Venom, Black, White, and Blood. I usually am not a Black, White, and Blood person.
Right.
But I read the first issue of the Aliens one. It was really good.
Yeah.
I read the first issue of this one. It's really good. It's David Michelini, who co-created Venom.
Right, that's true.
J.M. DeMatteis, who wrote a lot of great Spider-Man stuff.
Craven's Last Times is his most famous.
And Ryan North, who I really like. All of them doing one-shots with Venom. I don't recognize most of the artists. I recognize Dave Wachter from J.M. DeMatteis' run, but all good art. An interesting take on Venom in each one. Kind of like a almost an EC take of him. Like,
interesting.
Like Venom runs into normal people, and it's like the story of that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Justice League Red is a new miniseries by Saladin Ahmed and Clayton Henry, where Red Tornado, who is now like the central processing unit of the Justice League.
Yeah, he's like the AI for the Watchtower, right?
Yep. He has a secret Red Ops set of the Justice League, separate from the rest of the Justice League, where he calls in who's the Muslim Green Lantern? I can't remember his name.
Oh my gosh.
Simon
Baz, yeah.
As well as Power Girl and somebody else.
There's other ones on the cover, but they don't all show in this first issue.
Yeah, it's the two of them, and I thought he called the one more. Oh, I guess it's just the two of them this time.
Yeah, but we know that just from the cover, it looks like Deadman and Cyborg. And
is that a Huntress? A red Huntress?
Or is it Katana? No.
No, she's got the sticks. I think that might be Huntress, but like in a red costume.
Oh, okay.
Or somebody else. I don't know.
But I kind of like this. There's a sort of a mystery brewing as to like, oh, well, why is Red Tornado doing this at all? Like, it's kind of clearly a mystery.
The premise of why he's using, they explain it.
Yeah.
Like the premise of why he's using these people and not just telling the whole league.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it, and I thought it was a very clever reason. I thought it was a very well done premise.
I read this, but maybe I missed the exact one. I thought that they didn't quite fully say it.
He said why he wasn't using the full league.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you more.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really clever and really liked it.
Red Tornado got some time on the Young Justice show, right?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Was he their like a mentor figure?
He was their mentor. He was their Justice League handler, basically.
That's interesting. How robot-y was he?
Very robot-y.
Okay.
This is where he's like almost the central intelligence of the Justice League. He's been torn apart and put into their system.
Yeah.
I kind of like that role for him.
Yeah, it's a good first issue.
Because his like wind powers aren't interesting, but him being a robot, I like.
They're fine.
I don't like wind powers.
You don't
I like the weirdness. I like the weirdness of a robot with elemental powers because it is precisely because it is weird.
It is weird. It is weird. It's too weird for me.
But if they start explaining it, I'm like, that is a little weird.
New Rick Remender book with art by Daniel Acuna called Escape.
This is an interesting one.
This is a World War II story. It takes place in basically a World War II, except that all the characters are anthropomorphic animals.
The way the pitch line I saw, and this isn't quite accurate, but was Black Sad, the famous anthropomorphic detective series, meets Inglourious Bastards.
And that's. I mean, this is Inglourious Bastards is like. I think what they meant was
they're behind enemy lines, and it's World War II.
But Inglourious Bastards has a particular vibe this does not have.
Right. This is actually kind of more realistic. Yeah. And it's about a bombing run over a fascist-occupied city that's clearly a World War II analog, even though the characters are all animals and stuff like that. Very beautifully drawn, of course.
And no spoilers, but the bomber gets shot down.
Right. It is going to be about that guy being trapped behind enemy lines. And they actually discuss... They're discussing, there's some hard-boiled types in here. Is it supposed to be like a British plane?
Yes, I think so.
Essentially a British bomber, and there's varying opinions as to they know that they might be killing a lot of civilians in this.
Yep.
And they're discussing this and trying to decide what's the culpability of the people who are collaborators with the fascists. You can see how this could have some resonance in the modern times.
I really like Remender's got some good World War II dialogue in here.
He does.
He has their tail gunner who's in the little cupola in the bottom.
Yeah, one of the most fun characters
is named Magoo.
Yep.
There's some great lines. He's like, "Ain't no Iranian rat sneaking up this cat's tail, boss. Don't need no fancy radar to spot a flying turd. Step right up, boys. First prize is a one-way ticket to hell."
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of they're both kind of a bunch of badasses, but they also all kind of are somewhat coming from different places as far as what they think. Should we be doing this? Shouldn't we be doing this? What would you have done if you were ordered at gunpoint? To do atrocities and stuff. And then there is going to clearly be kind of this. This is maybe going to put some of their thoughts to the test as they are in one of the guys is in an occupied city, but he's going to have to rely on help from the people within that city. It seems like. Yeah. So and he's being hunted. So there's suspense and some thoughtfulness to it.
It's a good first issue. I liked it a lot. TMNT Journeys. This, I think, Dave, this is an older thing they just finished up, right?
Well, so it's from the it was originally it was like I guess the tail end of like the original TMNT run before they kind of IDW relaunched it.
So this is Peter Laird, the co-creator, but not Kevin Eastman.
Right.
Jim Lawson, who's the other penciler,
frequent collaborator, and he co-wrote. I think did he write some of the new book?
He might have.
But I like his style.
This is like a sci-fi Turtles thing. Did I say the name TMNT Journeys?
I think so.
Okay.
You did.
It's sort of Lawson's art, so it's black and white. It kind of has the gritty duotone, gray shaded look of like the early '80s versions of the TMNT. Yep. But it's also when there was like, they know some superheroes and they know some robots and they know some aliens, and so it's some of the wilder plotting stuff.
They're on like an alien planet, aren't they?
Or on the moon or something?
Something like that, yeah.
I actually really like Lawson's art. He used to do a lot of the art for the RPG stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
So like Mutants Down Under and all that stuff.
Yeah, I like the art a lot.
Yeah, I do too. I guess when this was coming out, like I think 2005-ish is from what I could tell. It actually there was something about like licensing and things at the time, and it came out super sporadically, like 2 or 3 issues one year, and then one random one next year.
I think I remember that.
And so they are, I think, taking advantage of the fact that they could reprint it in single issues now all together, and have it for people who missed it at the time. So this is kind of a weird kind of unusual little project, but if you like the Turtles of the era, if you like this guy's very cool black and white artwork, you might give it a shot.
Event Horizon Dark Descent. This is another part of the IDW Dark, which was launched by the sequel to Beneath the Trees. This is their horror line.
Is this the one that's also going to include the sequel to Sleepy Hollow?
Yes, I believe so.
And 30 Days of Night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and 30 Days of Night.
Interesting, yeah.
This is Event Horizon is a 90s movie?
Yeah, 90s cult horror movie.
About basically a starship that its hyperspace leads them into sort of a Hellraiser kind of realm.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say. It has Sam Neill.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
this is about them bringing the drive online for the first time. It's got that sort of like everyone. Most of those crews seem to have lost someone to death or some bad circumstance, and as a result, they're going to be confronted by like these ghosts of their past. There's some murder involved. It's a dark, almost like Cthulhu-esque thing.
There's a reason why this is kind of a cult popular movie.
Dave, you said this. They said this is a prequel, right?
Yes.
It's about the ship that
they find.
Oh,
this is the crew that sort of originally.
Okay. I have only seen Event Horizon once.
Yeah. It's good. It's a gory kind of Cthulhu-ish
I remembered enjoying it.
It is. Like, the people who like it really like it. And it was doing something you really don't often see, which is a decent budget sci-fi horror thing.
If I'm not mistaken, the narrator of this is Christian Ward, who is the artist who James Tynion works with a lot.
Oh, does he? Okay.
He did for that Spectrograph. Yeah.
He also did some image looks with Matt Fraction, I think.
I think the main thing is are you a fan of the movie Event Horizon? Yep. Well, there's a prequel out.
Yep. Or if you're not, I mean, like I said, I've seen it once, and I thought this was a really good sort of horror first issue.
I'll say the art is very nice.
The art is very nice.
Reminded me, if I'm not mistaken, of like a little of Sorrentino. Sorrentino.
A book from Mad Cave called Eat Your Young that is a family of immortals that I guess every 100 years they have a fight to try and take out their alpha, which means that the entire clan loses immortality for a 27.5 day period, and if you can kill the alpha, you could become the new alpha of their immortal family.
Okay.
So it's basically a bunch of different immortals fighting it out, scheming, that kind of thing. Sort of one of these, the rich fighting kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting concept. We have the Civil War Facsimile edition.
Right, that's Marvel
Civil War.
Iconic miniseries from about 15 years ago or something.
Of course, is already available in trade and in small trade.
But this is a way to kind of see it as it was. Yep. Does it have all the ads and stuff?
It has all the ads and everything. The checklist, which you will not be able to get all the comics that come with the checklist.
Oh, that's funny.
But they're going to rip into all, I believe, 7 issues of it.
Yeah, a lot of people end up picking those up out of nostalgia, or they'll get it for their kids or something to experience it the way they did,
Then Detective Comics 1100. They're doing the fuzzy math to get to 1100.
Right.
But,
And this is a big jam issue.
It's got 3 stories.
Yep.
One is by the current detective creative team of Tom Taylor and... man, I'm blanking on his name.
Not Michael Janin.
It is Michael Janin.
Okay.
It is a silent story involving Batman looking for a deaf child's missing dog.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's fun. Got really nice art. The second story is by the previous detective team of Mariko Tamaki and Amanke Nahupan, which I believe is a new artist. I don't think that was the artist, but it's a Bruce Wayne Joker. Bruce Wayne is like at a table with like journalists at like a big fancy dinner, and he's being grilled for not doing more with his money while we're seeing what he does as Batman at the same time.
Right.
Kind of a clever story. And then Greg Rucka with Alvaro Martinez Bueno, who did the art for Nice House on the Lake.
Oh yeah.
He has one called The Knife and Gun Club, where it is basically a couple doctors talking about what it's like working in a hospital in the ER, and they're kind of talking about all these people coming in with lacerations, concussions, smoke inhalation. Basically, the Batman is they're the ones dealing with all the and they have 2 different points of view about whether Batman is a good thing or a bad thing for the city. And the reason it's called Knife and Gun Club is a clever Ruckaism. I think it's my favorite story in there.
That's fun.
And there's one called The Fall by Dan Waters, who is currently doing the Batman Dark Patterns,
but also
with art by Bill Sienkiewicz.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice. It's a good sampler. If you haven't been reading Batman, or just kind of in the mood for some Batman stories, 4 really good ones in here.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, and among the other things from single issues this week, Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe #2. This one's weird. You guys reading this? Jerry Dugan is doing some weird stuff in this.
I'm a little Godzilla down at the moment, so I have not been reading it.
It is definitely superhero-y.
Can you tell me one weird thing from it?
Well, he almost becomes the Venom symbiote.
I mean... I know that one of the alternate covers showed him Ghost Ridered.
He smashes the bar with no name, and so all the criminals come spilling out of there to fight him.
I kind of like that.
It opens in 2099 on another planet where there's like a 3-headed mech with the head of Forge, Riri Williams, and Tony Stark.
What the hell?
Working with an old man, Reed Richards, to try and stop Godzilla, who destroyed the world. And they're in the New York City exclusion zone.
You're right, that is weird.
It's some weirdness, and then it jumps back to the present.
But I appreciate that they didn't just get in the middle of the city and fight.
They're definitely going. They're going big.
Yep.
I'll take that. Umbrella Academy Plan B #2. This is running late, but it is out now. Between having Gerard Way and Gabriel Bob, both of them are not super fast. Yeah. This is probably going to take a while to come out, but it is classic Umbrella Academy stuff. Wild Animals #2, which is a Mad Cave crime series I really like the first issue of. Like the second issue of that one. Spider-Girl #3. Nick, did you get a chance to read Spider-Girl?
I did not get a chance.
I know you've been liking this book.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it.
Imperial #3, which reveals the movers and shakers who are behind all this cosmic warfare.
It does.
The New Avengers #3, which features, again, they're still building this team up. I
missed reading this one.
They bring in Eddie Brock Carnage. They have a reason for why he gets joined into the team. They're fighting the evil Professor X, who's a little brawny, and the evil Hulk. The Killuminati is what they're called. The ultimate evil version of the Illuminati. But kind of fun. Again, a weird book.
It is a weird book, but I've really enjoyed it.
Also weird, but just totally charming. Superman Unlimited #4. I think we all really like this week.
Nick, did you get around to it?
I didn't get a chance to read it, but it's the cover...
It's Superman, Superman bat.
It's set in Gotham, or like large parts of it are.
Yeah.
It's got Jimmy Olsen. It's got the new intern, are they an intern? Or
they're an intern going
from
to working,
Gorilla City.
Yeah,
it's Tina.
City. Yep.
Tina is like how it is, but she's a gorilla from Gorilla City, and I really like her character and her interaction with Jimmy, which seems like a perfect fit for her.
Yep.
And there's fun stuff in Gotham and stuff in this, and it's not just like Superman and Batman don't like each other.
No, it's fun.
Like this is a good story.
It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Robin gets to take center stage.
Yes.
There's some fun stuff in there. Crypto, Last Star of Krypton. I think the second issue was really dark. It was like Lex abusing Crypto.
Too dark.
Yeah.
This one is a little lighter. It's also, they're definitely going with like the super, instead of dogs, it's like the dog tropes. So Crypto runs into a young girl, a little girl who's lost in the snowy mountains, and basically helps bring her back to civilization, and then goes off to do his own good deeds. But he's just a dog. He doesn't have his cape.
Oh.
He is just looks like a dog, but he can fly.
Is this early days of Crypto?
It's early days of Crypto.
Okay.
He has just come to Earth. But he does fly at one point with the girl with her red jacket, and it kind of looks like he has a cape.
Okay.
So this is like Crypto Year 1.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing they did in Smallville.
It's Ryan North writing and Mike Norton on art, who they're both really good.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun. It's a little darker than I kind of wanted from a Crypto book, but it's interesting. Absolute Flash and Absolute Batman both have new issues this week. New Gods number 9 as it rushes towards its 12-issue conclusion.
Yep.
G.I. Joe number 10, which I think we all really enjoyed, is a
great issue.
Focus on Baroness, CoverGirl, Major Blood, and Clutch and his new Transformer friend.
Yep.
But also Destro's and Cobra Commander are doing some scheming, and Destro is doing some sneaking.
Yep.
There's like all the plots and subplots in this were pretty good.
Exquisite Corpses number 4, the next part of the sort of Battle Royale, Purge style book that Tinian's been doing.
Rich people's personal serial killers
taking over a town to determine who rules the U.S. for the rest of next year.
Yep.
Serial killer competition. Gotta love it.
Battle Beast number 4. I think we all continue to enjoy this weirdly violent book.
It's violent, but it's the twisted interactions between it and the sort of unexpected, like, all he cares about is dying in combat.
Yep.
And it's kind of like a little bit how Garth Ennis wrote The Punisher at times, where it's like he himself is simplistic, but there's a fun story around him and various people trying to manipulate him. Like the AI of the computer of the ship whose crew he killed has been trying to kill him since issue 1.
Yep.
And he knows it, and he's like, oh, I would love to die in combat. He's like, let's work together.
Yep.
But there's a exiled alien prince who's manipulating him, but also himself is this shriveled, this little coward. And there's some other characters that are introduced in this, and they're all kind of fun, offbeat characters.
Yeah, I'm surprised how much I'm enjoying this.
Yep.
And then we have a reprint of the Marvel Swimsuit special.
Yep. But it's got a cool new Emma Frost cover.
Yep. And then anything else single issue wise that I missed?
That's it for me.
Okay. So some cool graphic novels this week. There's this big Book of Dragons for D&D that DK Books does. If you know DK Books, you know that they do these really awesome big hardcovers. Yeah,
kind of like the very, very cool coffee table books, but with like the kind of topics that aren't just like, oh look, it's the architecture of Venice.
Yeah,
it's like here's all the dragons from D&D.
This has an introduction to like dragon anatomy, life cycles, dragon artifacts, dragon gods, then like a rundown of all the different types: the chromatic, the metallic, the gem dragons. And then, like, other dragons and dragon kind, like, specifically, like, the Charlin Dragon or Draco Liches or Kobolds.
And it's oversized and it has beautiful art, like the best D&D art you're going to find.
And the last 40 pages or so are legendary dragons. So, like, 2-page spreads on named dragons like Ashardalon, Icing Death. Who's the one that's in Thimberchod?
They've got the dragon. Fat dragon. Yep. Yes.
So a lot of dragons from various different worlds. They've got dragons from all 4 of the big worlds: Eberron, Tyrell, which is Forgotten Realms, Oerth, which is Greyhawk, and Kryn, which is Dragonlance.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like I feel like there are kids who just are into dragons, and adults for that matter. And then, but also like for anybody who's like just getting into Dungeons and Dragons, and like the dragons is kind of part of the hook. It's going to be
the art is really good. The write up is really good. If you want to give some flavor to your dragons that you're running, like you could definitely use this.
Yep.
But also, like when I was a teenager, I would have loved a book like this.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that I was all about, aside from like going through the monster manual and all that stuff, is I love those Art of D&D things.
Yeah,
because fantasy art was like, still in the pen and ink stages for the most part, and so it was quite the novelty to get these really great bits of painted art.
Yeah, and they used some of the best art for these.
Yep.
They probably commissioned some as well, but it's a great book.
Mm-hmm.
The third of the Absolute collections comes out, Absolute Superman, this week.
Yep.
Trade and hardcover. We are completely sold out on Absolute Batman.
Yep.
Thankfully, I believe we have about a half dozen coming in, and that will be it for a while.
Right. Wonder Woman is has sold very well, and there's just a few left.
I think we're out of everything but the hardcover right now, but the trades should be coming back in. But if you want these, snap them up soon, because it turns out we underestimated man, and so did DC.
Yes. And this is an interesting Superman. He's quite different from, say, the movie. It's this Superman raised without the guidance of the Kents, but who's kind of more... he is a bit more of a subversive kind of actor in it, and he's like, there's troops chasing him and stuff like that. He is on the run, and but also doing good things, and there's like cool new things like the tech of his weird cape.
They're taking on Lois and Jimmy are very different.
So there's a lot to like in this, and I think people are going to be excited to see how different he is from the regular Superman.
I think we all really like most of Superman.
I agree.
That's great.
Aliens vs. Avengers gets collected. This is the 4-issue sort of post-apocalyptic.
Kind of an ambitious thing from Jonathan Hickman, who makes a habit of doing ambitious things.
Annihilation, Conquest, Omnibus. This, as much as Annihilation was like a formative thing, Conquest is where I fell in love with the Marvel Cosmic Universe that Abnett and Lanning built.
It's great. It's one of the best cosmic stories.
The big reveal at the end of the first issue is that Ultron is the bad guy.
Yes.
And Ultron in space using robots was really cool.
For me,
he teamed up with the X-Men villains.
Oh, the Technocracy.
Or whatever.
Basically what Warlock.
What are they called?
Phalanx.
The Phalanx.
Phalanx, yes.
Yeah, the Phalanx.
One of the best Ultron stories I've read.
Yeah. Also, definitely reinvented Star-Lord. Gave Nova some more to do. Yep. This formed the new Guardians of the Galaxy, basically. Everything about the Marvel movie Guardians, Drax, Rocket and Groot, Gamora
took inspiration from this.
And it's really good. Big giant hardcover. Exorcism in 1600 Penn is a story of the first female president of the United States. I think one of her kids is possessed.
Yes, right. In addition to all the normal pressures and things of the presidency, demonic possession must now figure into her agenda.
Yeah, can you imagine how complicated the presidency could be if someone was dealing with like demonic possession or like people who didn't know what the hell they were doing or something?
Yeah, if there was a demonic possession in the current one, he'd probably just fit right in.
Yeah, you wouldn't even notice.
Might already have happened.
Oh, demons are competent.
4 volumes of the X-Men relaunch this week.
Yes,
NYX Volume 2, X-Men Volume 2, X-Force Volume 2, and Hellverine Volume 1.
Oh, wow.
That's a big X week.
The collection.
By the way, we were just noticing the other day because we've been featuring these faced out for a little while, and we're going to reorganize our back issue volumes on the wall.
Today.
Oh, nice! Because they do look nice together, and if you're looking to get into the new series, new ones, you can. There's lots of they're nicely set off now.
Yep.
And if you're in the mood to check out X-Men stuff, you can get involved, and you will find 1 to 2 trades for almost all the new series.
Yep. TVA for All Time Always, the TVA series that they did recently that had Spider-Gwen.
You liked this one, didn't you?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned to pick up the trade. I thought it was a really good series. It's kind of in continuity with Loki Season 2, actually. But it is also in the Marvel Universe. So it's like MCU and Marvel.
They do that every once in a while.
It really worked for me, especially TVA made it work, I think.
Yeah.
But really fun if you like the TVA concept, especially if you like Loki Season 1 and 2. Worth a read. There's some sort of weird time murder mystery stuff going on in there.
Loki Season 1 and 2 are pretty good.
And some alternate, there's an alternate Wolverine who's just James Hudson.
Oh, interesting.
Because he was raised by the Alpha Flight, so he's like...
What was the thing you pointed me to? There was a miniseries recently. Oh, is that Century miniseries? It's kind of cool when there are these sort of offbeat miniseries that are actually really quite well done. People should discover them.
The Superman Legacy box set comes out this week. This is a really good deal. It's got a box, a little slipcase with the Superman logo from the movie, and it is basically a reading list for anybody who really liked the movie. It includes trades of All-Star Superman, Kingdom Come, Superman for All Seasons, Superman Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, Superman Up in the Sky by Tom King and Andy Kubert, and Superman Volume 1 by Joshua Williamson and Jamal Campbell.
That's a pretty good list, even though Tom King is on it.
Yeah, agreed. But
and we know full well that a lot of people like Tom King.
Yes, they're wrong.
Don't listen to us, but do listen to us. Listen, we're a lot less opinionated as a comic shop than we could be.
True.
There are some, I'm sure, full-on comic shop guys doing podcasts.
Anyway, this is a good set of Superman trades.
That is really a quick,
and it's a very good. It's a good price. I remember what it is, but it's you get 6 trades for a really decent price.
Yeah, nice.
And then Wonder Woman Blood and Guts Compact. This is another of the compact editions, which these have been selling like crazy.
Right. This is Brian Azzarello's
It is.
run.
Brian Azzarello and Chang's run.
It's a very good run.
It is of a piece with what they're doing in Absolute Wonder Woman. A little more bloody, a little more mythology related.
Yep. And Azzarello, if you've ever read anything from him, you know he has a very specific writing style. And sometimes I'm a little frustrated by it, but like sometimes it's so good too.
Yeah.
And so I think it almost the rewards outweigh what I don't like at times. And because the artist was the amazingly good Cliff Chang, it's an easy recommend for $10.
Yeah. That'll take care of us for comics. Let's take a quick break, and then we're going to come back to talk about some trailers and some TV and movies that we have watched. All right, we just had a couple trailers to talk about, and then we'll talk about a show that Nick and I watched that Dave has not had time for yet. We'll try not to spoil you or Dave on it. That'll be challenging.
Yeah, that'll be a little challenging.
Is that you, the viewers, you, the listeners?
You, the listeners.
No, I think we should. Well,
maybe spoil Dave on it. So we'll tell some things. Anyway,
Nick really wants to talk about how the alien can now drive a car.
Yes. It's weird. No, actually, Dave, he's a short order cook. So the first trailer I watched was for Fallout Season 2.
Yep.
We all liked this, right?
Yeah, I loved it.
I liked but didn't love it.
I liked it. I think, and then the spectrum, Nick loved it, Dave liked it, I hated it. Okay. By which I mean I liked it fine.
I might have been more of a liked it fine, so I might have hated it too. Okay. You could end up being
the
middle.
Yeah. I was only sort of into it, actually. I had a lot of friends who loved it. Yeah,
really? I felt this...
Have you played the games?
I have never finished a game. I've played multiple of them.
I've played like minutes of the game. I played the old ones.
They're very
the isometric ones.
Yeah, isometric ones.
Yeah. They're very open world, sandboxy.
Yeah, and not my type of game.
And I get a little frustrated with those because I will eventually do something wrong, and I'm like, oh well, I've hosed myself.
I need. This is the same.
You gotta save it before you go into every town, Nick.
This is the same problem I have with Baldur's Gate 3. I need to know. I know some people are like, oh, I love this game. It had 4,000 hours of play, and I'm like, that is too many for me. I need like 30.
I think when I had more time, like when I was a younger self, that'd be perfect style of game.
The magic of indie games that are like 10 hours long to 20 hours long is pretty amazing.
Look, I didn't finish Dredge. Okay, I don't have time to finish games. I barely managed to. I almost finished Midnight Suns. Mm-hmm. I got to the boss fight. I know where it's going. I'm probably never going to play the rest of that boss fight because the boss fight doesn't. It's like 3 or 4 turns. And if you screw up at one point, you have to start all the way back at the beginning again. Yeah. And I was like, nope, not doing that again.
Yep.
We'll just spend thousands of hours playing Marvel Snap.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But yeah, my point being, I'm not like a huge fan of the world or anything. Yeah. And so as a result, I was like, this is interesting. And I like their sort of quirky post-apocalyptic vibe.
Yeah, it's like yes, it's both gloom. It keeps from getting super gloomy.
Yeah,
right.
It's gloomy and dark, but also weird and twisted.
Yes,
and funny.
Yeah,
it's got.
You know what's funny though, Nick? Twisted Metal, which is another video game.
Sure.
Movie, I think I like it better.
Oh, I think I might like them both that are around the same.
I think Twisted Metal is gloriously a little more dumb, like it knows it's dumb, and this one takes it a little more seriously.
Is it daft?
It's daft.
Yeah. This show's daft.
I think if you're not watching Twisted Metal, you're doing a disservice because it is a ton of fun.
I think everybody watched Fallout. I don't know if everybody saw Twisted Metal on Peacock, but it's great.
Especially for Beatriz?
Yes, Beatriz.
Is it Stephanie Beatriz?
Stephanie Beatriz, yeah.
She is amazing.
She's great.
But
this, Fallout Season 2, looks fun.
It looks fun. It's a pretty good trailer. So the Ghoul is that his name?
That's
Ghoul.
Yeah, the Ghoul.
And what's her name?
Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins and Lucy McLean.
Yeah,
and Lucy are clearly traveling together once again.
They're looking for her dad, who, spoilers, was the bad guy.
Right.
He started the war or something, right?
I believe so. He's like the head of the company that.
And we're gonna get some backstory a little bit on the Ghoul, who was an actor who was used to sell the vaults.
Yep.
And maybe knew the war was coming a little bit more than some people did.
Well, he did because his wife.
His
wife was involved.
She was part of the thing, yeah.
So we're going to get some flashback to the world and the leading. Yep. And also they're going to take place in Vegas, which Fallout famously has New Vegas.
Right, and we should confirm that Dogmeat is back.
Dogmeat is back.
And
what are the big the Iron Soldiers? What are
Brotherhood of Steel?
Yeah, the Brotherhood of Steel is still around.
Yep.
And who's the guy who was from the Brotherhood who was like the defector?
I forgot his name.
I forgot his name.
Hooked up with her.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a good cast, and this is a strong looking trailer for the season.
It's also just well constructed because there was multiple stories going on, and they would intersect here and there.
Yeah.
Wasn't it written by like Christopher Nolan's brother?
Yes, I think that's right. And sometimes they have a tendency to they did Westworld, and they did what's the computer one? The one that was about the computer.
Oh, Person of Interest.
Person of Interest.
Right.
They tend to get a little
I try not to
overcomplicated, and I worry that could happen in Fallout as well.
Yeah.
But so far I'm liking it, and the trailer was good. This comes out in December. I'll definitely watch it.
Oh yeah.
We also had the trailer for One Piece Season 2. It's like a little teaser, so we finally saw some images. A bunch of characters we don't know who they are.
The first teaser was just a weird one with like a weird-looking little creature man.
Yep.
That talked to you directly talked to the audience for like about 30 or 40 seconds.
Yep.
This is an actual trailer with full-on scene, well, not full scenes, but like quick cuts and a high energy. Like it looks like
giant?
High action.
Right. There's a giant who looks like he's a big like almost the cliche of a Viking with like a pointy helmet and stuff like that.
There's a big Leviathan-style whale.
Yep. There's some cigar chomping. I don't know if he was an enemy or an ally.
Yep.
Any one of these could be either or ultimately both.
There's some fight scenes that look cool.
Yep.
We all really love the live-ish action. I don't think any of us have really watched much of the
energy of this reminded me of what I liked about it.
Same. It made me want to go back and watch season 1 again.
Same here. And this was a very fun trailer. I couldn't really tell you, like, it did actually kind of the job of getting me excited for it and giving me visuals. Well, I have no idea what this story is.
But I'm also like, we have to wait till 2026.
It's 2026.
Man, that's a long-ass time.
But they did also say season 3 is coming, so they've already re-upped for season 3.
Are we still going to be alive in 2026?
I hope so.
No, of course not.
And then the last trailer, I think we're all a little wary of this. It's an indie horror movie called Good Boy, which is a ghost story from the point of view of a dog that's like watching its owner be tormented by a ghost or something.
Something like that. It is literally, I believe, going to be sort of the camera tracking sort of behind the dog or near the dog the whole time. Yeah. It's probably not going to leave the dog's presence.
If you're the kind of person who can't watch a movie unless you go to doesthedogdie.com, I would not suggest watching this movie.
But we also don't know yet, and one of the quotes said it was surprisingly heartfelt and all this. But like, you're going to clearly see this dog in distress
in like emotional distress, which is harder for me.
But is the end just going to be like he's going to sacrifice himself for his owner?
I don't know.
And I just can't. I can't take that.
I think I don't. They know that people are like that. Too many people are like that.
All the comments on the YouTube are like, "The dog better not die."
Oh man, yeah, they will get wrecked. I bet this has like some kind of story where it's kind of like sad, or you can sometimes end where people are in distress. They're going to have to take some time to recover. But they made it through it, and the dog and his papa are reunited or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm reading some just random reviews. It's getting really good reviews, but I'm like, I don't know if I can.
I don't know if I can watch it.
So when I decided, like, then I can't quite tell a ton from the trailer. It was pretty well done, but also a little just already right out of the gate, a little unnerving to see this dog seeing scary things. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait and see how good the reviews are. Yeah. If it's got to be over 80 at least.
Well, right now, with 20 reviews, it's 95.
It's pretty good.
So I think what I needed was a voiceover. That's me. I'm a dog. My owner's being haunted by ghosts.
Hank.
Yeah.
This summer, get ready for a doggone good time. Are you ready for a doggone scary time?
Basically like an Air Bud
thing. Air Bud, but horror. Yeah,
I have a hard time with animals in peril.
Yeah. I think this one's tough. I don't know if I can.
We'll see.
If there were cats, because cats are supposedly able to see ghosts,
right? And also, I don't care about cats. So,
what a weirdo.
Cats are great.
Nick, I think you and I have had this discussion before on certain things. When it's kind of something clearly fakey or over the top, like the cat that gets sacrificed in what's the Sam Raimi?
Oh, Drag Me to Hell.
Drag Me to Hell. This is so ridiculous that I cannot help but find it funny.
This one does not look ridiculous. This looks kind of grounded in reality and as kind of a weird found footagey edge to it.
Yeah, I think that's a fair way to put it.
it's a little unnerving. And I know that's the whole, that's the reason it exists.
But I am curious to see, I'm also like, well, what kind of things do they do with it? Almost every scene has to feel kind of unique.
Do we know the
and
director?
If they pull it off...
It's somebody new.
I did see it was like
team.
somebody in conjunction with Shudder, and I'm like, sometimes Shudder is good, but sometimes Shudder is meh.
Yeah, same.
So
I've had that same thing.
I don't. That's not an immediate sign of quality for me.
Yeah, he's done like some small like shorts and things like that, but
this is going to be the movie that makes or breaks him.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will definitely have, I'm sure, more thoughts as we get closer to it. I think there's a solid chance I'll end up seeing it.
We'll see. We're going to give a light spoiler warning for Alien Earth, which has 2 episodes out so far on FX.
Should be one tonight.
Should be one tonight or tomorrow or something like that, yeah. Nick and I have seen both episodes. Dave has seen the first, 10 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
And so, like I said, we'll try to avoid major spoilers, but I think...
But if you want to be completely spared, go away!
Nick and I, the short version is Nick and I really, really enjoyed this.
Yeah. I think I have become a super fan of all things Alien, even the crap.
Really?
I have watched them all and consumed them. I've rewatched Prometheus. I've come around a little bit to its...
It's hardcore.
You've been brainwashed?
That movie's terrible. The closest I have come on that one is...
There are elements that are good.
That movie is terrible.
I would have... Yeah, okay. I'm not going to fight you on it.
Nick, out of curiosity, have you watched any of the videos that are, reassessing...
No.
Like Prometheus or whatever?
No, I just rewatched it with kind of like a... Okay, I knew what I was getting
high
into.
High as a kite, perhaps?
No.
Did you watch it knowing what you know about the Scarlet Witch?
That's a deep-cut joke that not many people will get.
Nope, but the people who do will appreciate it.
So you've come around... I was going to say, I kind of... Not came around, but its use in... What was that last Alien movie?
Romulus.
Alien Romulus had elements of it. They acknowledged it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Romulus was so well done for the most part that I was like, you know what? There's some stuff from Prometheus and stuff here, and I've been having a good time, and I'm not going to throw this out the window and burn it.
So there is a weird...
Y'all, don't break on me here.
You saw Romulus?
I saw Romulus.
You liked Romulus. Now that means you like all things Prometheus.
Oh, no.
Now that means you're going to go as one of those blue aliens for Halloween.
And you're carrying around a canister of black goo right now.
I am. I do have black goo right now. It's true.
So there's a weird thing on this one is because the timeline, this happens like 5 years before the original Alien movie.
Okay.
I believe
yes, that isn't. It's like 20.
Can I just ask, and I think I know the answer to this, is this the implication that the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, which sent Ripley and those people out there,
they knew.
They already kind of knew, maybe even already had samples?
Where this starts, it starts as a very strong homage to the original Alien movie, because it's a ship called something with an M.
Some roughneck-looking people come out of hypersleep, and it looks like the opening of
I'm sure it's a Greek god or something.
Yeah, or something. Right. So,
Actually, they named their ships after stuff from... Oh my God! Who's the guy who wrote Heart of Darkness? Joseph Conrad.
Conrad.
Yeah, that's all stuff from that.
I'm sure it is a reference.
Yeah,
to that.
But at any rate, they wake up. They're getting their meals, and there is a cyborg on board, not an android.
Correct.
By the way, the opening crawl had.
They mentioned that there's like 3 sort of competing AI.
Three ways to seek immortality.
Right.
The replicants, not replicants, what are they called? Synthetics, full robots, cyborgs, and then these new people, which are children's brains, basically their impersonalities, download into synthetic bodies.
Correct. Which is a new thing we haven't seen.
And that is sort of the central focus of the story. But it opens with a ship that is a Weyland-Yutani ship.
Is a Weyland-Yutani science vessel.
The cyborg basically traps the alien out there to kill the crew, and goes into like a safe room, essentially.
Well, he goes into Mother.
Yeah.
Which is the AI room.
Right, their big supercomputer.
And then it crashes onto Earth in a corporate city run by a different corporation. I forget
It's Prodigy.
Prodigy, which is...
so rivals to Weyland-Yutani.
They are run by a boy billionaire. They are involved. They've created these synthetic cyborgs, essentially. They downloaded fatally ill children into... adult robot bodies.
Because that is the only way right now that an adult can't do it. There's some psychological thing.
Yeah. So our leads are kind of this. Our main lead is a girl who named herself Wendy. They're all named after Lost Boys.
Okay.
Peter Pan Lost Boys. when they're getting transferred, they show the Disney movie, like, above it.
Yep.
She names herself Wendy, and her brother, Hermit...
And her brother, Rufio.
Her brother, Hermit, is a medic for the corporation for their, like, Marines.
Yeah, he's a search and rescue medic.
Search and rescue medic. He is played by Alex Lothar from Andor.
Andor, yep.
Who's that from Andor?
The guy who wrote the speeches.
Nemec.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's great. And so he thinks that she died.
All these people are kind of like...
But she is, like, able to hack into systems, and she's been watching him this whole time.
Okay.
And so his Marine unit gets called up to investigate this crashed ship that has aliens and other biological threats
on them. If I'm not
them.
mistaken, 3 different species?
Yes.
3 other species?
We've seen.
We've seen 2 so far, I thought. Or is there 3?
No, we've seen 3.
Okay. And so she sees that her brother's going into danger, and she basically talks her way into taking her team of other children in robot bodies
who have
no idea what's going on.
No training.
Into basically doing a search and rescue, as well as to get any useful information for Prodigy from a Weyland-Yutani ship.
Yeah.
That's some crazy stuff.
They are monitored by a full-on synthetic played by
Timothy Oliphant.
And he's playing a great version of that.
Yeah, I love that. Like, Timothy Oliphant has different speeds.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He can be a badass.
Play a lot
justify.
of different characters, yeah.
Santa Clarita Diet. He was goofy and fun.
Yep.
This is him as kind of a dispassionate android, and he does a really good job with it.
Yeah. You know how most of the androids in this universe are evil? Like Ash and these guys, except for Bishop being the exception.
Right.
And I guess the new one in the other new alien.
Yeah, Andy.
Andy. But he's definitely more the evil, sinister one. Like, he does not care. He is all about corporate needs.
Right. A lot of this hinges on Noah Hawley.
Yeah.
Because Hawley is taking the alien universe and sort of creating his own kind of idea of it.
Yes.
It is about corporations fighting each other for basically product to sell.
Yep.
Whether that is to arms and whatever they can derive from alien biological cells. But it goes into some interesting places. Even the boy genius, which I think is a great character, and I hate him.
Yeah.
He has an interesting motivation.
Yeah.
And I was a little surprised by it.
Well, when he and the lady who runs Weyland-Yutani are, like, negotiating about this whole thing, because, like, they're like, what are you doing on board our ship? And he's like, we send in search and rescue.
Because we don't know
But she knows full well that he's in there looking for their secrets.
So it sounds to me like there's some very interesting scenes in this that are not just like I'm being chased by an alien.
No, it's in fact like the alien is chasing the search and rescue Marines around. Like, you do get some scenes of that. There's a very weird sequence where people are dressed up like the French Renaissance.
Yeah,
there's like a bunch of rich people throwing a party in the middle because the ship crashes into the city.
Does the party continue really well when the alien shows up?
Yes, it's great.
I mean, I rooted for the alien.
Yeah, me too.
But I will before we say anything more. The crash itself is amazing.
It's really well done.
For a small screen,
yes.
I'm like, geez, they pushed the budget to a degree that I didn't think was possible.
They've got a great backdrop of a crashed ship and a corporate city together.
And the city,
that's pretty good.
The Prodigy City is, I think, in Thailand, right?
Something like that, yeah.
It is basically where they actually shot it.
Yeah.
They used actors of that location and, like, French or British actors, because I know they filmed this during the writer's strike.
Oh, okay.
And so there was a little bit of changing up. But it kind of breathes a little bit more life into it, because you're not like, oh, I know who this actor or actress is.
In fact, most of this cast, I don't know who they are.
Right. There are a couple that are like, oh, those are really good actors, but man, I'm surprised by all the people who are basically playing naive young children in adult bodies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They are like what you would expect.
Yeah.
And it has elements of like a Stephen King novel where there's that. But the
sounds like a ripoff of Jumanji.
But I'm curious to see where this goes, because
it doesn't seem like there's an obvious, oh well, for sure this is going to happen.
Right. And there are obvious things. If you see Alien, you gonna have X.
Right, but like the overall story seems like it's pretty up in the air.
But the inclusion of new alien species.
Yeah. There's a creepy little one. I don't say.
Yeah, no,
there's a creepy little bit of like almost more like the Thing than the aliens.
There is. And it's gory.
Yeah.
And very actiony too
And
at
also,
times.
the character work is really good, as you would expect from a Holly. It's great.
So that
Any drawbacks?
No, I love this.
I can't think of many. I know some people have bumped on a couple of things that I've listened to other podcasts. No, not enough sexy. But it does things differently than what you expect an Alien show to do. And I think that's what people are bumping on. It's not what they expect.
Oh man, the only reason I would watch it is if it gave me something I didn't
Holly's
expect.
like Legion, or he takes properties that are existing IP and changes them up.
The weird French Revolution party and the weird alien thing are very Noah Hawley-esque, where he's like, I'm going to bring some different elements into this.
Well, and even like the brothers' love of baseball, like he's actually named after a baseball Reggie Jackson, a baseball player that in this era they should have forgotten about.
Yeah, I guess I've seen some people bumping on that he uses modern music.
Yeah, he does use modern music.
And some people are like, I don't want modern music in my sci-fi, and I'm like, what do you want, jizz wailing? Come on. Like,
you can't always have Vangelis
but it is true that's like, like they kind of did that on what was it? What's Seth MacFarlane show? The
Orville.
The Orville, yeah. It was like, but there it was just.
But they were nodding to Next Generation to that as well,
right? It was kind of like everything the captain was into was all '80s rock and stuff like that.
I get that, but the thing is, like, everybody who says that complaint, I'm like, sure, but if they say I'm into this space baseball player from 2072. That has less verisimilitude for you. I understand why you want to ground it.
I think it could be done in different ways. Like you don't just name drop, and then you're gonna have to find somebody to show a clip of, or show if it's a musician show a little bit of their composition.
I don't find that any different than them really focusing on Peter Pan.
It doesn't.
But this is not
out.
like. Is this in story, or like the characters hear this music, or is this just like I'm gonna play Blur's song number 2 or whatever?
You know what? I'm not sure. The intro is a song, a modern like pop punk song.
I don't know if it's in continuity or like in
world.
It's got to be just a
world.
stylization where they're just using it as a soundtrack.
Sure, but like Reggie Jackson is in world.
Sure.
But I'm like, and then I think they're like, why isn't he into some space player from 2112?
Because it doesn't ground you into a character.
It doesn't ground you. But Reggie Jackson,
that's when the nuclear wars were happening or something. I don't know.
By the way, the ship is called the Maginot. As in the Maginot Line, which I don't know if that's in reference in any of Joseph Conrad's work, but it's a line of defensive fortification built before World War II to protect the eastern border of France, but easily outflanked by German invaders. That's where you get the thematic. It's like the ship. They did bring the invaders into the city.
I do want to call out one performance that I think is an amazing. I forget the actor's name, but the man playing the cyborg, who is
he's. Babu Cisse, I believe is his name. Moro.
He is fantastic.
Yeah, he
really is
good.
Imposing and sinister, and
he is in Severance. He plays Billy. I don't know who Billy is in Severance.
Do you know he reminds me of like like Yaphet Kotto?
Yeah, very much that. Yes.
And
and I think that's on purpose.
Yeah, I imagine it is.
Yeah.
But I think if you're any stripe of Alien fan, I think you should watch this show.
Absolutely. This is definitely going to be one of my favorite things for the year. I watched a Final Destination movie, finally.
That's true, you did.
Y'all had talked about this already. I want to give my take, because I sort of ignored what you were saying, so I don't get super spoiled.
Final Destination Bloodlines.
I'm going to give spoilers for Final Destination Bloodlines, and I'm going to spoil the ending. So if you don't want to be spoiled on Final Destination Bloodlines, stop listening.
Get.
So I've never seen Final Destination. I knew the basics of it. I did not realize that in watching this, the fun of Final Destination is the Rube Goldberg creations that lead to people's gory deaths.
Yes.
And it is surprisingly funny.
Yes.
Like, I think that's what makes this work, is that it's not like, oh no, that person got murdered. It's, oh, that person got murdered. That's hilarious.
Yes. I think it's like, I've never been like a slasher fan.
Yeah,
but I believe what I'm
either.
getting from this is the same thing that slasher people get out of this.
I think that's right. The kills are interesting.
But this is how fun can death make your death?
But like the basic premise, just in case you've never seen one, is usually that people have in some way cheated death.
Yes.
Like they managed to, in the original one, they didn't go on a plane, and somebody had a premonition, and the plane explodes. But now the idea is death is coming for them.
Yeah.
And so there's an opening sequence that sets that up in this. But like part of the fun of these movies is that the characters will kind of try and figure out sort of the rules, try and death-proof themselves, and the stories always play around with that. I've only seen like the first one and this one, the kind of the bookends. I've heard the second one was pretty good with the
that
log.
was fun.
What I liked about this personification of death as just like a bastard who wants to kill you in the meanest way possible.
Yes.
She goes to visit her grandmother, who's the one who saw this vision in 1950-something and saved all these people, and that's what set off this chain of dominoes.
Yep. It was like a sort of like a Seattle, the what do they call it, the needle?
The Space Needle, yeah.
Space Needle, yeah.
And they spend like 20 minutes showing everybody dying.
Yeah.
And they show her vision of death so that she can undo it.
It's a good vision.
And then we don't see her again until she's a grandmother, and her granddaughter is having these visions. And so she comes to her grandmother, who lives in this crazy isolated cavern because she's basically stayed ahead of death for all this time.
Yep, it's her death-proof cabin.
Now she's got cancer, and she's like going to help her granddaughter figure out how to stay ahead of death. And the granddaughter is basically like trying to figure out like, well, what are the rules? Who's going to die? And I love the way she goes to the family and tells them, "Hey, this is coming," and they're all like, "You sound like a lunatic."
Yep.
And then, like, her uncle gets killed in, like, one of these crazy ways. It's the one you saw in the trailer.
Yep.
It's, like, at a barbecue. There's, like, 8 different things that are happening. Any of these things could be causing death. Another thing that does is the weirder one.
Yeah.
You know the weirdest part of that sequence that got me is the glass and the ice.
Oh, yeah, that's...
I'm like, that is
terrifying.
It's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Terrifying, yeah.
I'm like, don't do that.
Well, they did a great fake out where the daughter is like choking, and you think, oh no, she's got the glass. She's like, oh no, there's a bug in my drink.
Yeah.
And they love to do the fake outs like that. There's a bit where they burn down the tattoo parlor.
Yep.
And the guy comes out and he's fine. He's like, yeah, it's a miracle. And then you find out the reason that he wasn't killed, which I thought was such a great fake out. As she's explaining exactly how the person is going to die, and then we see it.
Yep.
Yes.
And they also love to fake out oh no, they're going to rescue them, and then they don't.
Yeah.
The bit where she's like, she's got her hand, she's going to pull her out of it, and then she just tears her arm off as the thing kills her. Like, it is so gory and gross and hilarious.
Yes.
I think you and I talked about this yesterday, Randy, is that it's the gore in this is like they don't cut away from the gruesome deaths.
It's deliberately
but it's
CGI
kind of
gore.
CGI-ish.
Yeah.
Like just good enough that you're not like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
But also not so good that you're like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
It's like, this is fun and kind of cheesy.
Did you enjoy the best death in the entire movie?
The MRI sequence?
The MRI.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
I think there are people out there who are probably going to say that's not how an MRI works exactly, or that's not how.
You mean
the
they don't
precautions
have
work.
a experimental mode that gets in there if you can override and magnetize everything in the
and
hospital?
like amps the magnet and
Now,
up to the.
I've had a few MRIs in my time. I've never seen this. I don't know that it's accurate, but I don't know that it's not.
Right. You've never seen one that had the particular issues that this one had. But also, by the way,
that death has amplified.
That's
I
right.
think that we talked about this maybe when Nick and I were talking about this,
Yeah.
but like, that sequence in the hospital, what made it so fun for me is that the kind of skeevy tattoo artist
Yes.
guy who was my favorite character in
Yes,
it.
the guy who cheated death.
Was it his brother?
It was his brother.
His brother. He basically says like, "Hey, we figured out a way. Like, if you die and they resuscitate you, then you've kind of escaped.
break the curse,
You break the
yeah,
curse."
yeah.
And they're like, "We're in a hospital." And I'm like, "You have a peanut allergy."
Yeah.
And then you reminded me of this, Randy. They're like, the guy is like, they go to like a vending machine
Yeah.
or whatever, and
he
he's like,
gets out these Planters peanuts, and the guy's like, wait, I'm not trying those dry ass shit. Give me the peanut butter cups.
yeah, like he wants like a good candy, and like that's part of the kind of
legit.
fun
Yeah.
of these movies.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just spoil one thing. Things go wrong. It doesn't go exactly
Deeply
as
wrong.
planned.
Yep.
But it is a hysterical and great sequence.
Yep.
Now these are not great movies, maybe.
No.
But as a popcorn horror movie,
Yeah.
pretty high on the entertainment scale.
The thing that got me at the end was that they thought they'd successfully done the die and come back thing.
Yeah.
And as they're moving on to like the happy life, and the brothers going on this prom date, and they're talking to a doctor, and the doctor's like, no, actually technically he didn't die. because the Doctor doesn't know what the rules are. Right. He's not know he just thinks they're talking about a thing that happened, and he's like, well, that doesn't mean you died. You just, your heart didn't stop. And they're like, oh shit. And then a train derails and comes at them, and they manage to escape the train. And then something else just slap kills them, and that's then cut to credits. I was like, that's amazing. Like, death wins.
Death wins in all of these movies.
That's so funny. I did not know that. I was not expecting that, and that cracked me the hell up.
Yeah, that is the proper reaction.
Yeah.
It's a
not
ton
for everybody.
of fun.
I think overall this series may not. It's not going to be one where I want to see a ton of them.
Yeah.
But I would at least watch the second one, and you should watch the
I'll
first
probably go back
second,
and watch
maybe,
the first and
Randy.
second, yeah.
The first one was really good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it really good, or is it good like this one's good?
I mean, I think it kind of is on par with this.
Well, you have to admit, when these ideas are freshly revealed, it's like, that's a neat premise.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you also have to remember that was made in the
90s?
Yeah, late 90s, I want to say.
Yeah,
so it's kind of that era.
And they also introduced at the time, and they give a fun exit to Tony Todd.
Yes.
Who I gather the film somewhat wavered on this, but like as he was kind of like the embodiment of death.
Yes.
Okay.
Here they give him a kind of a farewell.
Did they know he was dying? Because it was a weirdly meta thing for him to basically...
Well, I don't think that was Tony Todd. I think that was another actor playing.
I thought it was Tony Todd.
No, I thought it was Tony Todd.
Because this was in the can for like 2 years.
He also looks quite lean. He looks like he might have already
This was his last performance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was
his last performance.
It was his last performance. And I believe, this was made and shelved at
I
some
think
point.
they must have known.
They had to have, right? Like, it feels like such a meta, him saying goodbye. It's like, it's kind of moving in the middle of this goofy movie.
Right. Yep. I agree.
yeah. That's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad I watched this. Yep. Y'all talking about it, and then people saying it was good. I did not expect to like it, and it was a ton of fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. That'll do it for us for this week. We'll be back next week with more. Until that time, Joe.
Roguecast is a weekly podcast broadcast from Rogues Gallery Comics and Games in Round Rock, Texas. You can find us online on Facebook and at www.roguesgallerytx.com and email us comments or questions at roguesgallerytx@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.